What's up, FishTankTV.com and YouTube. Me and Black here coming at you, and we're coming at you with the 125. And I know everybody's like, finally 125 update. Ain't that right, girl? Well, as you can see right there, I do have gravel on that side because there is laterite clay if you've been following. Now, I've got the 20-gallon sump down there. This tank is going to be raised up probably about as high as the sump is, so the tank will probably come up to, I don't know, up to here. So the water would just drain down stuff into the sump, and I have a pump to pump it back up. So I got one more box of laterite clay, and now I need to get one more box. After this, I need one more box, and it'll be done. After that, I can just cap the whole tank with gravel. It's already got all the dirt it needs for a long time. I will run a lot of floating plants in here, just to get all that nutrients out, a lot of water changes before I put some delicate plants in here. I'll start it off with hardy plants like ferns and swords on the right side. Get it started, put some hardy fish in here slowly but surely. Slowly get it up to where I want it to be. After the laterite clay, I got to work on the stand. That's not going to take too long. I'll probably get that done in one day. Need to buy the heater. I'm thinking about putting the heater in the overflow because you can't see it. That's a good idea. You can't see it, oh well, not hurting anybody. It's all good. And I'm thinking after the overflow, here's what I'm debating. I'm debating on getting either one big light or 4 little ones. If I get one big one, it's gonna save a little bit of electricity, and it's gonna be less plugs. But if I get 4 little ones, it's kind of better, because what if my ballast breaks? If you've been following my 20-gallon reef, my ballast broke in my old light a while back, so it's all gone. It broke completely. I'm thinking about getting 4 T5s or 2 4 lighted T5s. I'm thinking about getting one here, one here, one here, one here, or I'm just going to get one big strip. But I'm thinking the 4 are a little easier, and that way I can acclimate the light, because you know I've got this insane dirt recipe. Honestly, I think I got a dirt recipe better than Dustin. And I'm not trying to brag, but I mean, this dirt has so much stuff in here, and I think diversity is key in saltwater and freshwater, mainly saltwater though. But diversity is the key, and my dirt is just phenomenal. If you've been watching my 125, I know Mike, not Mike Milky, I know Mike's been watching it too, but both Mikes. I know the other Mike is really into the 125 too, and this dirt is really good. And what happens is, if I add a whole bunch of light all at once with a new dirt tank, and all that nutrients getting leached out, and there's not a lot of plants in here, because I can't put a lot of plants in here right now, right when the dirt cycle is just get going, it's gonna lead into algae problems, and it's gonna be bad. So what I'm gonna do is slowly get lights. Buy a light, I think, put some ferns in here, some swords, buy another light, put some crypts on this side, buy a light on this side. Don't even put anything on this side, because this side will need a highlight, and then get another light, and maybe a third one too, because this side's gonna need some insane lighting. But we're gonna start off on this side and work our way over. But I think that's the best choice. Slowly acclimate the light, slowly acclimate everything. It's not like when I get this 125 up and rolling, I'm not going to be like, alright, let's put all the fish in, and then I got a big problem. Not doing that, not risking that, not killing my fish. So I'm going to go rinse this laterite clay. I'm going to talk about it a little, because a lot of people don't know what laterite clay is. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go rinse it in a minute and put it in the tank, and I'm going to come back at you. But laterite clay is found in mainly Africa. And let me get a better focus. This stuff is found in Africa mainly. It's in the tropical stream beds and stuff. If you go to Africa, you can just take a shovel and dig it up. But yet it costs us like that much money in America. This stuff's made in America, so that's good. It's boosting our economy a little. It's got 2 main things in laterite clay, and that's what I like about it. It's got iron and potassium. Iron and potassium both help plants grow, but iron, it mainly develops roots, stems, leaves. Potassium is mainly for photosynthesis and cell pressure structures and stuff. So that's what I like about this stuff. I mean, what I got this stuff for is because I don't have to keep dosing iron and potassium through chemicals, and I'll have to do that when my dirt recipe runs out in probably a couple years. But for now, it's going to be a big money saver. This is going to probably last me a long time, especially my dirt recipe too. So I'm going to come back at you when I rinse this stuff off. I got to clear some stuff off my memory card real quick. I will tell you one more thing. If you're interested in getting laterite clay, and you don't really want to go get a dirt recipe, I think honestly you can get away with it. I think if you just put this under your gravel, I think you can get away with it. But it recommends 1 ounce per every gallon. This box right here can withstand a 55-gallon tank. This is 55 ounces, and every ounce can withstand 1 U.S. gallon. I think that's 3.8 liters, I think. Now, a lot of people told me I should have put this on the bottom layer. I agree with it, I agree with it, I agree with it, I agree with you. But here's the thing. My dirt is, yeah, I'm not doing it. I want it to be on the top layer this time because I want to make sure the plants are touching it. If I put it on the bottom layer, like on down here, it's got an 8.5, 9-inch high little hill up here. If I put it on the bottom, what are the odds of highlight plants' roots touching that? Like certain Lewickias, certain Rotalas, certain hygrophilias. What is the odds of the roots actually touching that? So that's why I put it on the surface. So if you have a shallow dirt bed or a sand bed or whatever, 1, 2, 3 inches maybe, yeah, put it on the bottom layer. But since I got deep layers, I'm going to put it on the surface. That way I know the root's touching it. As long as the root's touching it, it's getting that nutrients. And there's a cricket. So this is what the package looks like. And when you get this stuff, you want to rinse it off, because if you don't rinse it off, it's harmless to your tank. But you're just going to get a black water look. It's going to turn your tank kind of reddish orange. So I'm going to go rinse this stuff off in the sink down here, and I'm going to bring it back, and I'm going to sprinkle it over the gravel and stuff, and be back with you. Alright, so I took out some rocks, and those rocks don't look big, but they are. So I'm going to basically sprinkle this stuff in here, and I can't really do it while I'm actually, hold on, maybe I can. Alright, in tank. You're in the tank. Yeah, I got that much covered up this time. Had that much. I swear that one had more clay in it. So I got that much in this one, and that much. That should take another box, I hope. So I'll be coming back at you when I put the gravel on. I'm gonna rinse the gravel out and stuff. Just rinsed off my gravel. There's my chickens. Let's go in. All right, now you can see that hill. You can see that hill. You can see that hill I got going on now. So basically the gravel goes link up right here. It slowly arches up and arches up here. You can see arches up yoink over here. So it's going to dissipate down to here and then even back out. This is where those highlight plants are coming in, and see they're going up higher. Use my reef knowledge, my saltwater knowledge. Put higher stuff up that needs higher light. People can do that in freshwater too. I don't know why they do it. They just don't think sometimes, I think. But I'm going to put the higher plants higher, so that way I don't need as much light. And plus I'm having good dirt, so don't need as much light with the dirt too. So I'm not really worried about the light needs, because if I got iron, potassium, good substrate, adequate lighting, not the best, but adequate, and they'll be able to grow and prosper as they would with highlights. So I'm really loving this, and I'm really thinking I did something stupid, because let's see here, the tank almost weighs 200 pounds itself. Alright, the gravel is probably 100 pounds in here right now. Gravel, it's about 300 pounds. I can lift that. It's just I'm kind of scared to lift it because there's glass on the bottom, and I'm scared if I lift this thing up, will that bottom shatter. So I might have done something really stupid. I might have actually caused myself to keep the 125 on the floor. I mean, I might be able to pick it up, put some 2x4s underneath, pick the 2x4s up, sit it on a stand. I don't know. We'll figure something out, but I might have to keep it on the floor. And you're probably saying, well, the sump, how is that going to work? The overflows are all the way up here, so that's cool. See those little notches up there? That's the overflow. So that's where your siphon starts, drains down. Bring the vinyl tubing, put it down in there, and we're set to go. And if I can't put a micron sock, all I have to do is what's that stuff called? Poly something, it's filter stuff. I can just put a whole load of that in there and put the return pump in the middle. That way everything that goes to the return pump gets filtered out mechanically, biologically, chemically, whatever. And that way it just pumps it back through. And yeah, so when I first set up the 125, I am going to do some heavy chemical filtration. I'm just probably going to go to Walmart and get some Aquatech activated carbon. That's all I use actually. I'm probably just going to buy a whole thing and just load it in the sump, and that way I can just get this dirt tarnishing out a little faster, just get this tank a little more cycled as fast as I can. What I'm going to do when the dirt cycle gets started, I'm going to go down to the pond and get like a couple bucket loads and just get some hyacinths and water lettuces and just throw it in here and run an air stone maybe or something, just get the water movement a little, you know what I mean, and just get the nutrients out of the dirt, because the sooner I get the nutrients out, the sooner I can start playing with this. So I'm going to put these rocks back in here. Not certain if I'm going to keep all those rocks in here or certain how I'm going to have them in there. You can see I made a mess with all the dirt. But we're going to figure something out. So loving it. Comment, rate, subscribe. Got any suggestions for the 125? Let me know. This is an oceanic tank too. This is a very expensive tank, and I only paid $100 for it. So I am very grateful for this. I love this tank. This is going to be my pride and joy. And this tank is going to be known as the freshwater reef, because I like the Asian plants, and I'm kind of leaning against the Amazon. I still like Amazon. Like I said, there's going to be a very small part of the tank which has Amazon plants, but it's just Amazon plants are kind of boring compared to Asian. You have Asian plants that require more. They require more, but they're so much rewarding. When I had indica, when I started dosing that stuff before it took over my 10 gallon, I had to stop dosing it. The tips were like red, oranges, yellows, and pinks. It was amazing. And all these highlight plants, I'm going to get all these colors. I just can't wait to kick it off. Cannot wait to get this tank growing. The only thing I'm scared about this tank is, are these plants going to grow too much? Am I going to be down here an hour every day just trimming? But that's fun. That's fun. I like doing that stuff. So comment, rate, subscribe. Any suggestions, let me know. Later. That stupid son of a...